YouTube. So this video was just like going to really be about about college and that. Because I was going to do this video earlier on in the year. Max on April. He does this thing where he scratches his back. I'm quite day-minded about it. But I was going to do this video earlier. I think it was like last year I was going to make it, but I didn't want to make it then because when I was getting bullied, they might have been saying I was making YouTube videos about them, even though it's not about them. It's just about the situation that I was in. So Max, you really have to do that when I'm doing a YouTube video. Really? Anyway, I know people will find that funny when he's doing a video. But I was going to make this video like inside because like my parents aren't in, but it's a really nice day. It's like really hot. It doesn't even feel like England. It feels like I'm in a different country. So I was going to go outside anyway to watch YouTube and just to colour in and that. But then I decided to make this video. So yeah. But like when I was it was my last year at college because I was going to do another year at college, which would have been my level 2, level 2 of childcare, but because of like all the different changes and a lot of the stuff weren't as nice, and just I was getting bullied and that, and just wasn't for me anymore. So I left, but this was the year before. I had like, I don't know what happened, but like the class just started bullying us, the whole of the class. I don't know why, but they used to just like say my name like in silly like put silly voices on saying Kirsty all the time. So I actually used to skive some of the lessons and I hadn't done it before. I can't remember, I think it was maths, or no, I think it was English, because one of my friends used to skive all the time. So I says I'm just going to skive because I was like, I don't want to be with my class. So I decided to just like stay with my friend, and I told her and she was like, yeah, we can do that. So I was just sitting downstairs, and then people, like my friends in that class, were like texting us saying, where are you, Kirsty? And I was just ignoring them. And I was like, I'm not telling you where I am. And then they were like, well, they're not in the class, and I was like, I'm not coming up. And then I got told off. Well, I didn't get told off, they just said, you should have told us where we are, for like in case there was a fire or anything. But I was like, well, I was getting bullied. And then in the maths all that week, like I was like skiving, but I didn't go to the maths, and the maths teacher doesn't like you skiving or being late, and normally you would get into trouble, but I was late because like I went up to the 4th floor because I was on the, what floor was I on again? Normally my lessons were on the 3rd floor, was it? No, maths is on the 3rd floor, I think, and we were based on the 2nd floor. Yeah, that was right. So I went up to the 4th floor because I saw my actual teacher, which was my what do you call him, like my course tutor for childcare. So I just avoided that and went up to the 4th floor because you would have been wondering why I was in the last. And people were messaging us, and then they were like, but I did decide to go into the maths lesson. No, actually I didn't. I went in the next day, but the teacher was like making sure I was fine and that. She was just saying, oh, you're fine. I thought I was going to get in trouble, but I didn't. She just made sure I was fine. I think she felt bad for us, because as well as I refused to go into the lessons, so my learning support did the teaching outside, and I was in tears, and I just said to the teacher, the learning support said to the teacher, can Kirsty go outside because she's feeling emotional and that. So she was like, yeah, and she felt bad for us and she gave us a hug, because I think she gave us a hug, but she just touched my arm there. That was before like the virus and that. Not that I'm bothered about the virus anyway, but I'm just saying, because in case people are like, ooh, you're not meant to touch and that. But yeah, and then the first time that I think this was before I started skiving, but there was people behind us in the class were like talking about us, so I just turned around and said, stop talking about us. And then they were going to start on us, so I just got up, and everyone got a shock. I just got up, I grabbed the door and I opened it, I just pulled it open like angry, and then I was meant to just shut it. I just shut the door, but it slammed. I didn't think it would slam, so I think everyone got a fright, and then people were like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that, because I'm like quite quiet and that and shy, so people weren't expecting it. So I think because that happened, they used to get entertained by stuff like that, so they used to like try to wind us up to say that again, and so I just used to ignore them. But like people like that are meant to be either, because it was like a check, because at that time it was health and social, so they would either been working with children or like just like adults, like with, I don't know, like that need help, like could be like nurses or like care workers or that, and they're going on like that. And I was like, well, how come some people like that get on the course? And they didn't really do anything for bullying either, because I used to get bullied a lot, and they were just saying, oh, it's just girls being bitchy and that, but they were saying it about me. But my mum was like, well, no, because it's been going on for a lot. And then it turned out I did get actually like pushed, so you know, you just get some nasty people in this world. Don't know why. Like this I don't know, like I was just talking to my mum and dad about it the other week, I think, or the other day. I was saying like their generation and my grandparents' generation don't go on like what my generation do. Like they don't get all like I don't know, there's loads of drama in my generation. Just like, why? There's no need. What's he looking at now? And he's finished. I'm not going to say on the video, but I do call it something. But my friends know what I call it. Ma. Well, that's it for this video. Bye.